An escape fire is an improvised, effective solution to a crisis that cannot be solved using traditional methods.
On the afternoon of August 4th, 1949, a lightning storm started a small fire near the top of the southeast ridge of Man Gulch, Meriwether Ridge. It's a slope that has forested with Douglas fir and ponderosa pine. The fire was spotted the next day, and at 2:30 in the afternoon, a transport plane flew out of Missoula with 16 smoke jumpers who were assigned to fight the fire. One of them got sick and didn't jump, but the rest, 15 young men between 17 and 28 years old, parachuted into the head of the gulch at about 4 in the afternoon. The Man Gulch fire to them was what they called a 10 o'clock fire. That meant that it should be over by 10 o'clock in the morning of the day after they jumped. They were wrong. The first reconnaissance team headed down the south side of the gulch, the forested side, and the foreman, a man named Wag Dodge, got worried that the group might get trapped on the south side, and instead he ordered that they cross over the gulch to the north side, opposite the fire, and then head down for the river, so the river would be to their backs as they were fighting the fire. The north side of Man Gulch is grassland, not forest. It's covered in bunch grass, about 30 inches tall, and there are almost no trees. That was terrain unfamiliar to the firefighters. They had been trained in the forests around Missoula. Wag Dodge, the foreman, apparently was the first person to spot the impending disaster. At 5:45 in the afternoon, when the crew turned around, the fire was traveling toward them at 120 feet a minute. That's 1.4 miles an hour. 10 minutes later, at 5:55, it was traveling at 610 feet a minute. That's 7 miles an hour. Now, Wag Dodge knew that they were going to lose the race to the top. Then, with the fire only 200 yards behind him, maybe 30 seconds behind him, Wag Dodge did a very strange and a very marvelous thing. He invented a solution on the spot. I think his crew must have thought that he had lost his mind, because what he did was to take some matches out of his pocket, to bend down and light a match and set fire to the grass in front of him. As best I can determine, this is the spot where he did it. The new fire that he had started spread uphill ahead of him very fast, and he stepped into the middle of the new burnt area where there'd be no fuel for the oncoming fire, and then he called to his crew to join him in the middle of the burned ground. What he invented is called today an escape fire. Soon after Man Gulch, this became a standard part of the training of all Forest Service firefighters. But on August 5th, 1949, nobody followed him. They ignored him. They didn't hear him. They ran right past the answer.